I am Melissa Stark, and we are joined by Joel Salatin, a farmer who's come all the way from the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia to talk to us here at the We Forum about health and wellness and how we can make changes. And I listened to you talk; it was amazing. I mean, the biggest thing is I'm the mother of 4 children, and you were saying we're teaching our kids that they don't have to work. Yeah. This is so fascinating to me. Just explain.
Well, we live in a day where, for the first time in human history, kids routinely don't have chores.
Right.
And I don't mean chores like make your bed or put your dirty clothes in the
hamper. Okay, because I was thinking, mine do. Mine make their bed. They do the dishes.
But I'm talking about chores like filling the wood box.
Hard labor, working.
Weeding the green beans, canning, cranking the food mill for making applesauce.
Yes.
Butchering a pig. All this stuff that used to be done around, not necessarily the farm, but just the homestead, just for living. And so there was this real visceral participatory relationship, with water, energy, food.
Yes. And also family. I mean, it was keeping the family bond too.
Exactly.
So many things.
Exactly. And it helped us to appreciate that I'm not the only thing in the universe.
Yeah.
Today, we're growing up in an electronic, with everything at a button at our fingertips.
Everything starts with I.
And not just iPhones.
Yes.
And so what happens is we view this. We have this jaundiced view of life that it's really all fantasy. It's A, it's not real, and B, I can push a button and do anything I want to. And you know what? Life is not, biology, nature is not like that.
Yes.
It has its own mind. It has its own parameters, and so to appreciate that when I turn the light on and energy comes, it comes from somewhere. Somewhere a long time ago, the sun made energy to make that possible.
Yes.
Or there are forces of water, or forces of wind, or forces of something, that make that energy possible. And so we've been able to kind of, extricate ourselves from our dependence on this nest. And that's actually a fairly scary place.
It is scary.
To be.
So should we all become farmers?
No, we don't all need to be farmers.
Okay.
No. But we can participate vicariously.
Okay, how can we? I mean, especially if you live in a city, or
Absolutely.
Obviously people have challenges with that.
Absolutely. So how do you live? How do you participate vicariously? All right. Well, one thing is to do something for yourself. I mean, it could be something as simple as an earthworm bin under the kitchen sink. It could be something as simple as having 2 chickens instead of a dog at an entertainment center. You can have 2 chickens. They eat the kitchen scraps, give you a couple of eggs. You can have
chickens running around your New York City apartment.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Well, in a small,
contained area.
The footprint is no bigger than a piece of checked luggage.
So it's doable. I mean, it's doable.
It's very doable.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to send the garbage out. And you get 2 eggs, you don't have to shop for eggs. All right. So I'm all about an integrated approach, rather than a segregated approach to the foundations of life. Let's see how we can integrate ourselves. So that's one thing. Do something for yourself, even if it's a beehive on the roof, a tower garden with LED lights, a aeroponic tower garden in the bedroom. All right, this can all be done. Another thing you can do is actually to get in your kitchen. All right, and I'm not trying to be either sexist or Neanderthal or archaic, but we have the most
This can be men too, right?
Absolutely.
This is not just the women going back to the kitchen.
Absolutely not. I mean, we had visitors 2 days ago at the farm, some real high-powered government people, and Teresa was gone for the day to do an errand, and so I cooked the omelets, in the kitchen. So yeah, men can do this too. But the idea is we've never had such techno-glitzy, gadgetized kitchens and spent so little time
there. We're not using them.
Yes. We have time bake. We have hot and cold water, on tap. We have refrigerator. We have, an oven. Flick a switch and it goes. Instapots, slow cookers, bread makers, ice cream makers. We have all this cool stuff, and so using it is wonderful. And So, and involving the children in that. Ultimately, here's the deal. Ultimately, we cannot have integrity food without a participatory element. You can't just abdicate your involvement with food and expect food to be nutritional.
Right. So you mean just if it just shows up and it's there, it's really
because
not nutritional?
somebody is going to shortcut
Yes.
how it's processed, how it's made, and they're going to make food that has a bunch of additives in it so it won't spoil, and so it's shelf stable for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if the cheese you're eating, if at room temperature the cheese you're eating doesn't get mold on it at room temperature in a day,
You don't want it?
it's not real cheese.
Right.
If you squeeze cheese on the table and it can sit there for a year and not change, folks, that ain't normal.
Right,
There's something wrong with that, because if it won't rot, it won't digest.
Yes.
And so we are now we're ingesting a lot of things that have a built-in anti-digestion component.
Mm-hmm.
Or either anti-digestion or artificial. It doesn't contain all the enzymes, the nutrients, all those things, because it was shortcutted somewhere along the line.
It's amazing. This is great advice. I'm going to get my kids in the kitchen tonight and no more ordering in, right?
No, that's right. No, on the 80-20. Look, life happens.
Right. You have to,
Don't cult this.
It can't be
Don't turn
everything.
this into a cult.
Yes.
All right. But if we would do 80% close to right with intention, with actual
Then we're headed in the
conscious
right
thought,
direction.
yes,
Yeah.
that's enough.
I like
the 20%'s fine.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Melissa.